Hi, I'm John Kenfield from the Solutionist group with yet another in the series titled 50 Common Causes of Conflict in Family Business and What to Do About Them. This is video number 33, where I'm dealing with succession and continuity in the family, as opposed to the previous video which talked about the same thing in the business. Now, succession is succession. It's the transfer of responsibilities at one level or another from one group or perhaps one generation to another, usually from an older to a younger. And so we're talking about a transitional process which happens typically once in a generation. Succession ideally will be looked at as an opportunity to take a very deep breath to look at renewal and refreshment of the family. How do we work? How are we going with maintaining our legacy? How are we going as a family group in raising our next generation, supporting them, nurturing them, helping them to become good people, resilient people, and so forth? Having a family business, having the resources of a family business, enables families to do far more to support their kids than standalone nuclear families who don't have external resources to draw upon, such as opportunities to offer work, external supervision, earnings, learning about the value of a dollar, that type of thing, and of course, physical business contacts and things of that sort. So we're looking within a family now at succession. Why does a family want to manage succession? Well, only because it sees itself as having some sort of a legacy as a family group which is worth preserving. If the family does not have that, then it doesn't need to worry about succession. It's talking about inheritance instead, just passing of assets from parents to kids and maybe a little bit wider. We're talking about something different here. We're saying a family with a business of some description which is trying to make it survive through a number of generations, not only as a family business, but also as a family that stays together because it sees benefits and advantages for future generations if the current generations take a stewardship role and build a legacy and create things which will support those kids in future years that other kids don't have access to. How do we make that happen? Well, typically as parents get older, they get to the point where they want to move more into a storytelling role, into a mentoring and supporting role, rather than a leading role. The responsibilities day to day are ready to be passed over. And if they've done a good job parenting, their kids should want to take over the load, have control of the family car, and be driving things forward for everyone's benefit because they've been reaping the benefits of having an organised family for so many years. So the outgoing parents, the outgoing generation, they don't want to become irrelevant because leadership of the family has been part of their defining feature, and they'll still have role within the family as elders. But the heavy lifting moves now to the next generation. Next generation needs to step in, and they need, in a respectful way, to take over the heavy lifting, which means they need to identify what is the family plan and how do we carry it out. So that's part of the solution here. If there is uncertainty, lack of clarity, who knows who's doing what? If there is therefore a family plan which is created inclusively with the family sitting down and working out what it's doing, why it's doing it as a family, where does it wish to go, how does it continue to provide benefits that what make family members want to remain members, participating members of that family group. How do they build that plan, and how do they then allocate roles and responsibilities to carry out whatever is within that plan? And that could include family education, next generation education. It could include philanthropy. It could include investment. There are a raft of different things that could be done in addition to the family's social activities. In addition to developing a plan, they need to commit to a stewardship and legacy process, which makes sense, of course, of the plan. They then need to make sure that they, very much like a business project, they implement that project, they perform according to expectations, they review their performance, and they communicate to others. We are doing these things for the benefit of the family. You should be happy. This is for you and it's working. If they do that, the family is likely to be very keen to continue to stay involved, stay together. In all of this process, it is most important that the entire family recognizes that the outgoing leader may well have a fear of the abyss. The idea that the business is my life and therefore not being in the business is my death. Being the leader of the family has been what defines me, and passing over responsibility is a challenge because what do I do? Who am I? What do I do after I've done it? If the family can support them through that process, everybody is likely to end up happier as a result. If you found this useful and you need any help, please get in touch with us through the Solutionist group. If you found this video useful, please like it, share it with others, and please come back to watch others. Thank you.